Ashtrays, moonlight, and you. Cheap motel curtains, colored blue. The radio hums old Memphis soul, while whiskey warms the room slow. You dance barefoot across the floor, like heartbreak knocking at my door. No makeup left, no need to hide, just tired beauty by my side. Rolling south, inside your name stays in my mouth. The bartender downstairs still plays old muddy blues till break of day. You laugh softly then look away, like you already know you can't stay. Still every second near your skin feels too good to call a sin. Slowly, slowly, don't disappear. Stay till the moonlight fades from gold, till the night air turns cold. Let the records cry real low, like old lovers letting go. Stay while the rain keeps falling down, while soul blues fills the town. Even if goodbye comes soon, stay with me beneath this moon. Some nights were never meant to last, only meant to be remembered. blue light from the fridge was the only thing awake besides us. Everything else in the city felt far away. You stood barefoot in the kitchen, wearing my shirt like it belonged to you. Cold cherries in a glass bowl beside the sink. Candle smoke floating toward the ceiling fan. Outside, taxis hiss through wet streets. Inside, the room moves slower than time. Every saxophone phrase after midnight sounded like someone trying not to say goodbye. You touched my wrist and whispered softly, "Don't let the morning rush us. Let the slow soul drift through the apartment tonight, while rainwater hums against the glass. Hold me like the city disappeared beneath us, like loneliness finally couldn't last. Let the record spin until the candles burn crooked, till blue smoke fades into dawn. Even if tomorrow steals this feeling from us, tonight leave the hallway light on. "4:44 a.m. The television flickering without sound. Your earrings resting near the whiskey bottle, brushed drums barely breathing underneath the room. You leaned your head against my shoulder, half asleep, while Nina Simone played low through static. And somewhere between the thunder and your breathing, silence stopped feeling cold. Maybe intimacy is just two tired people making the night feel softer for each other." Let the saxophone cry low beside the kitchen light, while the skyline fades into gray. Hold me close enough to quiet the loneliness, like sadness finally drifted away. Let the slow blues breathe beneath the candle smoke, till dawn washes gone through the rain. Even if this room forgets us tomorrow, stay. Your fingerprints stayed on the whiskey glass long after you fell asleep, like proof this night actually happened. Your coat hanging off the kitchen chair, one candle flickering near the sink. The room smelled like jasmine, cigarette smoke, and old records turning through static. Outside, headlights bled across wet streets. Inside, your shadow moved through gold light. Every slow saxophone phrase after midnight sounded like somebody learning how to trust again. You whispered, "Don't make this feel temporary," then rested your head against my chest. Let the slow soul shake the apartment walls tonight, while rainwater races down the glass. Hold me like daylight never has to find us, like loneliness finally learned to pass. Let the record spin until the candles disappear, till blue smoke fades into dawn. Even if tomorrow steals this room away, tonight stay where you belong. "4:36 a.m. The ceiling fan cutting lazy circles through the dark. Your bare feet crossing cold floorboards while Nina Simone hummed softly from the speakers. You laughed at something neither of us remembered, the brush drums barely touching the beat, and somewhere between the thunder and your breathing, silence stops sounding empty. Maybe intimacy is noticing tiny details, like the sound of somebody breathing beside you in the dark. Let the saxophone cry low beside the balcony curtains, while the skyline dissolves into gray. Hold me close enough to soften the city, like sadness finally drifted away. Let the slow blues breathe beneath the candlelight, till dawn washes gold through the room. Even if the morning changes everything after this, tonight, don't leave too soon. The hallway smelled like rain and cigarettes, and somehow that made the night feel lonelier. His shoes beside the radiator, wet from walking through downtown storms. You sat cross-legged near the bed, holding tea that had already gone cold. Blue neon reflections crossed the ceiling, like water moving through the room. And every slow saxophone phrase sounded like somebody afraid of goodbye. You touched my hand and laughed quietly, like sadness was finally getting tired. Let the slow soul echo through the hallway tonight, while thunder fades beneath the skyline. Hold me like daylight forgot our address, like broken hearts still deserve time. Let the record spin until the room goes silent, till rainwater dries against the glass. Even if tomorrow changes everything between us tonight, let nothing pass too fast. Television glowing without sound, your shadow drifting across the kitchen tiles, while brush drums barely touch the rhythm. You rested your head against my shoulder as the last candle leaned into smoke, and somewhere between the thunder and the static, the apartment stopped feeling empty. Maybe love is just staying long enough for silence to become comforting. Let the saxophone cry low beside the curtains, while midnight turns soft and gray. Hold me close enough to quiet the city, like loneliness finally drifted away. Let the slow blues breathe beneath the candlelight, till dawn dissolves into pale gold. Even if this room disappears tomorrow, tonight, just don't let go. A lonely blues blues guitar trembles, burning softly in neon light. You lean close, the room gets slow, like nowhere else we need to go. Your fingertips across my hand feel like things I can't withstand. Outside the city fades to blue, inside it's only me and you. Hold me while the records spin, like we'll never lose again. Love me slow beneath the rain, till the night forgets our names. Smoke curls softly through the dark, like old memories on my heart. You smile low and pull me near, like goodbye was never here. Hold me while the records spin, the lonely blues guitar. Lipstick on my whiskey glass, your perfume still refuses to pass. Neon shadows on your skin pull me right back in again. You move slow like a worn-out song, the kind of love that feels so wrong. But every time you say my name, I burn for you just the same. Your touch feels like sweet cocaine, too much love mixed up with pain. Stay a little closer tonight, hold me under neon light, kiss me like we got no time, like your heart still belongs to mine. Stay a little longer now, don't ask where, don't ask how. Let the city fade away and love me till the break of day. Cigarette smoke curls in the dark like fingerprints across my heart. Your heels echo on the floor, and suddenly I want you more. Maybe this love ain't clean or right, but damn, it feels alive tonight. Lipstick, whiskey, your eyes on mine. Hey, you fell asleep before the record ended. I didn't want to wake you up. I just wanted to remember how this room felt tonight. The hallway light slipped under the door. Painting gold lines across the bed sheets. Your red earrings resting on the nightstand, beside two unfinished glasses of wine. Outside, a siren dissolved into rain. Inside, your breathing moved with the brush drums, slow, steady, warm, like the apartment itself was alive. Don't say anything yet. You stood near the window in silence, wearing my sweater like borrowed comfort. The skyline looked blurred and tired, like the city forgot how to sleep. Then Nina Simone started singing softly through the old speakers by the kitchen. And suddenly the loneliness in the room didn't feel so permanent anymore. Let the rain erase the world outside tonight. Let the slow soul cover up the noise. Hold me while the thunder shakes the skyline, like fragile hearts still have a choice. Let the record spin until they lose their color, till candle smoke disappears in the dark. Even if tomorrow asks us who we are, tonight. Just stay in my arms. Maybe intimacy is just hearing somebody breathe beside you and realizing you don't want to be anywhere else. Let the saxophone cry through the apartment walls while blue shadows drift across your skin. Hold me close enough to silence the city like daylight never has to enter in. Let the slow blues tremble beneath the silence till dawn fades gold into gray. Even if this moment disappears forever tonight, don't walk away. The elevator hummed at 217 while your red dress fell onto the chair. The city lights painted silver lines across your shoulders and tangled hair. You walk barefoot through the room, holding 2 glasses of bourbon low, like you already knew this night wasn't meant for sleeping alone. Air conditioner buzzed softly, old Marvin Gaye spinning near the bed. You laughed when the thunder shook the glass, then laid your head against my chest. No dramatic words, no promises, just the sound of rain and breathing. And somewhere between the saxophone notes, loneliness stopped speaking. Stay awake with me just a little longer. Smoke curling through candlelight. Hold me while this spell tonight. Just pull me in. Maybe intimacy is just silence that feels safe. Let the slow blues breathe inside this room while thunder rolls beyond the glass. Hold me close enough to hear your soul, like nothing outside this bed can last. Let the saxophone cry low and warm till the candles disappear in smoke. Even if dawn steals everything away tonight, don't let go. Don't let go. I saw your reflection in the microwave door, standing there in my old sweatshirt, pouring whiskey like you planned to stay longer than you admitted. The kitchen smelled like burnt candles and coffee, your lipstick resting on the rim of the glass. You leaned against the counter in silence, watching rain crawl down the window. Outside, the city dragged itself through midnight, neon bleeding across soaked rooftops. Inside, the saxophone moved low and tired, like somebody remembering an old heartbreak. Don't leave while the music's still playing. At some point after the second record, you started laughing at nothing, not loud, just enough to soften the room, like warmth slowly returning to frozen hands. The ceiling fan turned lazy circles above us, brush strums barely touching the rhythm, and every shadow moving across your skin looked like a scene from a film nobody finished. Let the slow soul rise through these apartment walls while thunder rolls beneath the skyline. Hold me like tomorrow already disappeared, like fragile hearts still deserve a little time. Let the record spin until the room goes quiet, till blue smoke fades into dawn. Even if daylight changes, the hallway light on. Maybe intimacy is noticing tiny things, like the way somebody sighs before they fall asleep. Soften the loneliness, like this moment was built to last. Let the slow blues drift beneath the candlelight till the skyline disappears from view. Even if the morning takes this room away tonight, I still have you. Midnight wine and slow regrets, cigarette smoke in silhouettes. You move softly through the room, like jazz beneath a silver moon. The jukebox hums an old blues song, the kind for hearts that stay too long. Outside the thunder fades away, but here we quietly remain. Dance with me till morning light. Hold me through this lonely night. Even if goodbye feels near, stay a little longer here. Your perfume lingers in the haze, like old love that never fades. Still, every second in your arms feels warmer than the world beyond. The records spin, the room turns. suddenly I don't feel cold. Dance with me till morning light. Ooh, dance with me till morning light. The band went home, the lights went low, but I'm still here with what I know. Your shadow lingers on the floor, like you just walked out of that door. I hear your voice in every line, a ghost that won't rewind. After the music dies, you're still inside. Every note I play, every tear I hide. I tried to move, I tried to heal, but you're the wound I still can feel. This old guitar still says your name, in every chord it sounds the same. I let it cry, I let it bleed. It knows the parts you took from me. If silence falls, will you go too? Or stay like everything you do? Music stops, but not you. The last candle burned crooked. like it was getting tired of staying awake with us. Your lipstick mark still on the coffee cup, steam fading into the dark kitchen air. You leaned against the counter barefoot, watching thunder pass beyond the rooftops. The room smelled like smoke and vanilla perfume, old soul records spinning too quietly, and every slow saxophone note sounded like midnight trying not to end. You whispered, "Don't look at the clock." So I didn't. Let the slow blues spill across the apartment floor, while rainwater hums against the glass. Hold me like the city disappeared tonight, like loneliness was finally in the past. Let the records spin until the candles drown in wax, till dawn fades blue into gray. Even if tomorrow steals this room away, tonight stay. Stay. 4:11 a.m. The ceiling fan turning slow circles above us, your fingers tracing invisible lines on my arm, like memorizing something fragile. Outside, taxis hiss through wet streets. Inside, brush drums barely touch the rhythm. And somewhere between the thunder and your breathing, silence started feeling beautiful. Maybe intimacy is just hearing somebody exist beside you without needing anything else. Let the saxophone cry low beside the hallway light, while shadows drift soft across the bed. Hold me close enough to soften the darkness, like this room still remembers tenderness. Let the slow soul breathe beneath the storm tonight, till the skyline disappears from view. Even if morning changes everything after this, tonight I still have you. I still have you. perfume stayed in the room until morning, even after the record stopped spinning. You stood barefoot beside the kitchen light, wearing my shirt halfway buttoned, steam rising from 2 untouched coffee cups, while thunder rolled somewhere downtown. The room glowed gold through cigarette smoke, your shadow stretching across the floorboards, and every slow saxophone phrase sounded like somebody afraid to sleep alone. You said, "Don't make this feel temporary," and leaned your forehead against mine. Let the slow soul drown out the city tonight, while rainwater races down the glass. Hold me like daylight doesn't exist yet, like loneliness finally learned to pass. Let the record spin until the candles disappear, till blue smoke fades into the ceiling. Even if tomorrow changes who we are tonight, stay here feeling. The ceiling fan turning lazy circles, your lipstick stain on my whiskey glass, still catching flashes from the hallway light. You fell asleep before the last song ended, one hand tangled inside mine, and somewhere between the thunder and the brush drums, the apartment stopped feeling empty. Maybe love is just finding someone who makes silence feel warm. Let the saxophone cry low beside the window, while midnight fades into soft gray. Hold me close enough to forget the future, like this room could make us stay. Let the slow blues breathe through every shadow, till dawn washes gold through the dark. Even if the morning steals this moment tonight, leave your heart here with mine. bracelet touching the whiskey glass. Tiny details always survive longer than people do. You stood barefoot beside the balcony door, wearing my sweater with the sleeves too long. The skyline looked blurred through the storm, like watercolor running down a canvas. Inside the apartment glowed amber, candlelight shaking against the ceiling, and every slow saxophone phrase sounded like midnight refusing to end. You smiled without really smiling, like somebody trying to trust the night. Let the slow soul drift across the room tonight, while rainwater races down the glass. Hold me like the city disappeared beneath us, like loneliness finally learned to pass. Let the record spin until the candles disappear, till blue smoke fades into gray. Even if tomorrow steals this feeling from us, tonight, stay. The refrigerator humming softly in the kitchen, your earrings resting beside the ashtray, while brush drums barely touched the rhythm. You leaned against my shoulder half asleep, still holding warm coffee between your hands. And somewhere between the thunder and the vinyl static, the apartment stopped feeling temporary. Maybe intimacy is hearing silence and not wanting to escape it anymore. Let the saxophone cry low beside the hole.